else before we move on to the next item? Does anyone else have a card they want to submit? All right, we'll now go on to item 2B, which that item is any council member wishes to speak regarding anything that was stated on item 2A. Anyone wish to make a comment?
Sure.
Councilmember Soika.
A couple comments. First of all, I just want to commend the Nottingham Festival for your hard work and what you've done to this point and what you're going to do. I'm excited about the opportunity and what you're bringing to our community. I want to thank Jan and Josie and all the others, the cast of characters, if you will, and appreciate what you're doing for Simi Valley, truly.
Thank you.
Any other comments?
I just have one more comment. I'm so impressed, and I didn't get your name, and I'm sorry, but the gal that spoke about the hens and the 4-H, that's one of the best presentations I've seen. And if that's your father next to you, he should be very, very proud, because the points you make were right on, to the point where I'm shaking my head saying, why can't we do this? So I guess I'm going to ask council concurrence to look at this issue. We can't do it now because it's not agendized, but to bring it back, there's certainly something that we should be able to do with this 4-H, especially if other communities are doing it. Her points are well taken about, allow canaries, but why not hens? That just doesn't make sense. And then we allow up to, I believe, 6 dogs, which are much noisier than hens. So there's got to be a way that we can have a 4-H permit, and I'd like to champion that and help see that to come to fruition. So I guess I'm asking council concurrence to bring it back at a later date and agendize it.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll study it and see what, probably send it through the neighborhood councils first before it gets
Because
started.
I know we dealt with this issue in the bridle path, and so why can't we deal with that citywide?
That's fine. Well, staff, if everybody's in concurrence, we'll have staff work it up and send it to neighborhood councils, get their feedback, and then bring it back
Thank you,
to
and
us.
Congratulations.
Anyone else?
Yes.
Councilmember Mashburn.
I guess I'm really here to echo what Councilman Soika just said. Your presentation was awesome. It is so nice to have somebody come that's well prepared, gives you a handout that even I can look at and understand. And so this is very good, and I agree with Councilman Soika that we need to agendize this and take another look. And thank you so much for your great presentation. Also, I too would like to say that anything that brings the arts to our children in this city in the form of something other than an iPad. Nothing against iPads, but there is a time and a place for them. And I certainly appreciate what you folks are doing, and look forward to another successful second annual Nottingham.
Any other comments from the council?
Mr. Mayor, just real briefly, as a former hen owner myself, and not to be outdone by my colleagues, but as a young person, I didn't live in the city of Simi Valley. I lived across the street from the city of Simi Valley, in the county unincorporated portion of Simi Valley, right behind the Simi Adventist Hospital. And we had a couple of Rhode Island Reds and some, and I think they're called Leghorns, the white chickens. And I did have one rooster. He was kind of a rescue. He was pretty pathetic, but nonetheless, he made noise, and everything that you said, you were right on. And I too share how impressed I am to have you come down here, 16 years old, and to do this and fight, for this issue. I think it's great, and I'm looking forward to it coming back. But you also give me a lot of hope for the young people in our community. So thank you for that. I also, I know we're going to talk about the Nottingham Festival later, so I'm going to save my comments for that, and it's already kind of been covered. But I want to thank all the folks who have put in their cards on the support for prayer. And I say that not because I'm, advocating for prayer. So I want to be clear, that's an issue that's going to come back to us, and we will discuss in full at a later date. But that you're bringing a positive issue to this community. You have the ability to destroy or build, and I've always believed that Simi Valley is a city that builds, and the fact that you all have come down here, the Nottingham folks, this young woman on the hens, on the prayer, you've come down here to do something very positive and to make Simi Valley a better place and not to destroy. And I appreciate that. That's what I love about Simi Valley. So I want to thank you for that, and I look forward to having a deeper conversation on the Nottingham when it comes up on the agenda. So thank you all.
So thank you for your comments. Hannah, you did an outstanding job. So very appreciative of your presentation, and we will take it through the process. We have to do our homework first, then it'll go to the neighborhood council, just so you know procedurally, and then it ultimately work its way back to us. It may have to go to the planning commission first, too.
Mr. I forgot one other thing. Mr. Evans did bring up a good issue about how we recruit, and it probably should just come back for a council discussion to talk about. The issue here is how do we recruit, how do we keep a fresh set of eyes and and ears at the neighborhood council. But the idea is to encourage participation. So Wayne, thank you for bringing the issue up. But could we bring that back to have a kind of a fuller discussion on the whole concept of recruiting and how we get people on the neighborhood council?
Yeah, I would prefer that to go through the neighborhood councils first before it gets to us, too.
And that's fine, but ultimately, I'd like to have it come
they're the
back.
ones that are directly affected by that. So
Okay.
that's fine. We can do that. We'll send that through the system and back to us. I appreciate Mr. Evans. I appreciate the thorough job you did on that.
Except for my mistake.
Well, I jumped in because Lester Cleveland, our first mayor, is the one that initiated that. Okay, and we incorporated October 10th, '69. They really didn't get rolling until after that, so that's why I said that. But it's been the point though is it's been a tradition that's been here for a long time. I think it was '71, but I could be wrong. The neighborhood council people can, but I'm pretty sure my memory serves me correctly. I was here. It was started in 1971. Not splitting hairs, but you did a really thorough job on this, and we appreciate you highlighting some concerns that we have, okay? One of the things that the thing about it is, I'm going to share this, if I might, relative to how it works, because Councilmember Becerra and I were on one of the panels recently, and one of the persons that we had applied, and he brought it up because his memory, and then it clicked once he said it clicked with me because we have a question on was there anything that you've been convicted or do anything that will embarrass the city. Well, the person was convicted of child molestation, and that question ferreted that out. So for whatever, so he admitted it. So for whatever it's worth, there is a reason for some of this, but it's always good to fine tune it. So thanks for bringing that to our attention. We appreciate it. Anyway, thanks to the Nottingham Festival people. They worked very hard.